Akademiks wants to taste what Drake is cooking. Allegedly, Iceman's on the grill.
Yo, Drake being off of off the road. He's cooking up, and it's a beautiful thing for all Drake fans. Cause like now we're gonna get what we really want from the boy. And nigga hit me. Clearly he's seen it. He says, "Ak, the stove is hot." I'm just letting y'all know. The stove is hot, gang. All right. So, you know, he's kind of piggybacking off what I'm saying. He's cooking up. I told you. He says, the stove is hot. Remember, I tell y'all. All right. Okay. The boy is confirming. I mean, y'all know I was telling y'all what it was anyway, but the boy's confirming, man. The cook up is happening. Let my boy live in peace. No live streams. I mean, like collabs or whatever right now. No random distractions. We don't want no tings trying to jump out. Let my boy cook. And whenever he's done chefing, we gonna have a good time, man. All Drake fans, you know the feast gonna begin. You know the feast gonna begin. You feel me? He's chefing. He's chefing. He told me to tell y'all the stove is hot. Stove is hot, y'all. We got to figure out the temperature. But the stove is hot. I bet. I'm telling you, it's going to be good, bro. It's going to be good. This is going to be like one of... I'm telling you, music's about to... We're about to go through one of those again.
What's up, world? Your boy Charles Brown back again talking facts. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe, hit that notification bell. Keep sending those Cashapp to CLBMG. Join the membership. Gang, listen, are you buying that merch? Down below. Before we get started, scroll down into my videos. We just did a video called This, That, featuring TJ Soars, an artist named Fliz, and myself. It's a good video. Tap in, hit that like button. Let me know what you think in the comments. So apparently, Akademiks got another text, gang. I can't believe it. He got another text from Drake, and somehow, some way, this one made him more giddier. If that is a word, he's giddy, gang. He's giddy gumdrops, right? He's giggity, right? Akademiks got yet another text from Drake, and this one is in regards to the Iceman album, gang. It's almost here. We're almost about to get the Iceman album, allegedly and apparently. It's being cooked up, and it's being absolutely chefed up with all the spices and flavors for me, you, and everybody else across this whole world, gang. Let's talk about this. So what it sounds like is Drake is preparing, right? Yet again, we about to get the fourth live stream from Drake right there, preparing the Iceman Cometh, right, record or what have you, and he's teasing, he's putting out feelers, and we're getting music here and there, but we still don't have any release date. I want to talk about this because it don't take much to get Akademiks worked up. I told you with that last, what was it, a DM? Drake DM'd him on his own birthday. I told you it don't take much to work Ak up for another 6 months of servitude. So now that he got this new text, he said Drake hit me up. He didn't say whether it's a text or a DM. But now that we got this new communication, it's going to be even worse, gang. This dude going to be meat lover. We're going to have probably a whole year of Akademiks hyping up whatever Drake talk about. We might wait for Iceman another year, gang. I'm just going to be honest. He could just keep telling us he's cooking it up, right? He threw some lobsters in a pot, let them boil, and they still alive yet. They still alive. He ain't done nothing with them. I want to read this because what I feel like Akademiks is well, he already know he's being used as a pawn, but he likes being used as a pawn. Right? Fake hype and fake music coming out. I really don't see the way. So I think Akademiks is lining himself up to be disappointed like the last time when he fell asleep on that live stream. I think what Akademiks is doing is, you know how you build something up so big that it can't possibly ever be lived up to. I think that's what Akademiks is great to run into. He's going to fake like he likes all this stuff and all these songs that he drops. But I really feel like what we're going to end up seeing is a guy disappointed. I'm just going to be honest. I don't see this record being anywhere near as good, especially what Ak has been getting over the last couple months. It's not going to feel like this. I don't think Drake is going to get the level of what's been being dropped in hip hop right now, in music right now. Music is so far ahead. We just saw him drop some sexy songs for you, and I don't think that was ahead of the game. So we got to see what's going on if we're going to still commit this guy to memory as a hip hopper and as a major artist, I don't know if this record is going to live up to that. But let me read this and we're going to have a conversation. Drake suggests new Iceman album is almost here with a strong message by Gabriel Braz Navarez for hotnewhiphop.com. Head over there to read the full article. After speaking about the Iceman rollout in a rare interview, it seems like Drake is kicking his new album into full gear. Drake has already had a pretty great 2025, but many fans hope his new album Iceman will still arrive at some point this year. I don't know if you're getting it this year, gang. We're about to be, I think it's like 2 days till December. If you don't get it before Christmas, you ain't gonna get it, right? First of all, it'd be kind of crazy to drop this thing on Christmas or something like that. There's so much gonna be going on, but he might, right? That may be the ultimate plan, to drop this thing on Christmas, which I think would be a mistake. But it may work. It may hype these guys up. But at the end of the day, a surprise drop, that's going to give him a easy, ready-made excuse for the numbers to not be where he wanted them to be. But I think that if he does a surprise drop, it's going to work in his favor because his fans going to flood the net about it. If he does a drop with a date and a time, like midnight, that will work better. Let's just be honest, because if you're trying to move units and have your team lock, stock, and barrel on the first night, you want to have a release date. He hasn't released any release date, so I don't know, man. I think that if you're going to have a rollout just to do a surprise drop, it don't make any sense. You've already done 3 episodes of Iceman. To do it, now I keep saying to drop this, to do it, just drop it, because I'm sick of this road. I'm sick of these episodes. So I'm gonna tell you every time you talk to me, I'm gonna say drop it, gang. Just put the shit out. All 37 tracks. I know you got about 37 tracks. You wanna test all 37 or have 37 Iceman episodes. Don't do that. let me just keep reiterating. Stop these Iceman episodes right now. He's talking about it's gonna be his greatest work gonna be episode 4. Chill out. That's the same thing they said about Star Wars, right? No, let's do this. Let's just drop it. But at the end of the day, your fans, right? These stan pages that get paid from all over the earth, right? They in Zimbabwe and everywhere else. They can't line up an effective offense if they don't have a rollout date. So Drake isn't really playing nice with these people because they just want some confirmation. Let me continue. We don't have a lot of time left, but a recent Instagram post plus a message to DJ Akademiks has diehard fans feeling more hopeful than ever. These guys are geeked up, gang. They're ready to go with almost, it don't take much to work them up, right? It's just like peas in a pot. You just turn the hot water on, they worked up. It don't take much. Let me continue. Should have checked for my post the way you check for my post, Drizzy's caption in his latest IG photo dump, adding a block of ice emoji. The pictures all relate to ice in some way. Inspecting a gem of some kind, sitting on a block of ice, Val Kilmer's Iceman character from Top Gun, what seems to be an owl print in the snow, and a snowy graveyard and hillside. Others like a plastic-wrapped body, the CN Tower, and a Jada Kiss podcast reaction are less related but nonetheless curious. So your boy's out here dumping photos and random. I think he want to send these dudes on a wild goose chase to say, this means that means the third, right? This is specifically for What's the Dirt to go and break down every single picture every single, whatever he throws up, meme and this, that, and the third. What's the Dirt gonna have 4 or 5 videos trying to break down these nonsense random ass posts. Let me continue. In addition, Drake's good friend DJ Akademiks recently took to his live stream to share a message from him, as quoted by Kirko on Twitter. Quote, yo, Drake been off the road. He's cooking up, and it's a beautiful thing for all Drake fans. How do you know, Ak? You haven't heard anything. You haven't heard anything, Ak. How do you know? Wasn't you saying that the episodes were a little slow? Weren't you saying that? I don't know, man. Academic, it don't take much, gang. You just rub him on the ass a little bit. And Akademiks will get out in front of anything. He put his body down on the train tracks for this guy. I'm just gonna be honest. Let me continue. Ak Express, now we're gonna get what we really want from the boy. Nigga hit me. He says, Ak, the stove is hot. I'm just letting y'all know. Remember, I'll tell y'all. The boy is confirming, man. The cook up is happening. Let my boy live in peace. No live streams, no collabs, or whatever right now. No random distractions. We don't want no tings trying to jump out. Let my boy cook, and whenever he's done chefing, we gonna have a good time, man. We're gonna go through one of those again, and I like it. So I don't want to be that guy. All right. But I don't know how much. Now, I do admit I did say this and I do stand on it. I do believe Drake is going to do more writing on this, not because he wants to. I think that Drake is going to do more writing because he really can't trust nobody, right? You remember Kendrick saying, have you ever thought that OVO is working for me? Right? It started to be this whole thing of who's the mole, right? Ebony Prince 2K got the pill bottles and the shirt from his pops and all this, his medication. So it became a whole thing where they started knowing what was going to happen before it happened. Kendrick said you got 100 guys on payroll and half of them want you out of here. So I think that your boy really not going to really want no reference tracks dropping from this. I think he does have a pen, right? We've seen it on the Hard Part 6. That pen led to disaster, but he does have a pen. So I think he's going to put his pen to a lot of this. I'm just going to be honest. Now, would that make it better or worse? I don't know. So as of right now, what I'm seeing, I'm not really, to me, listen, I'm not really into which one. I'm not into what did I miss. So these are his pens, and they're not really, they seem to be a little too, they're too, I don't know, judgmental about what people did and did not do to him and who hating and who not. Like, nobody wants to hear that for 16 songs, gang. So I don't know what this pen game going to be like if this dude's still sad, hurt, and confused, and, you know what I'm saying, still don't know what happened with the battle. He still don't know why y'all turned your back on him. That's not going to make for good music, gang. I'm just going to be honest. We don't want no rapper that's all timid and still walking on eggshells because he don't know who he can trust. But I think we're going to get his pen on this mostly because he don't have nobody he can trust like he used to. I don't see how he can walk into a team, a room of ghostwriters right now and look them in the eye and take what they say and take what they give him, right? So what I've been seeing too, they keep scouring SoundCloud, keep coming up with these random SoundCloud quotes, and the SoundCloud rappers are calling them out like Homeboy who got him for the no-face bars, right? But we'll see it, and I don't really call that me imagining Drake with his pen game. I don't think that's cooking. I don't think that's cooking up nothing. That pilot light is off. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't see that being a resurrection or resurgence of old Drake, quote unquote. Right? Let's just be honest. End of the day, we all know that old Drake was a team full of a whole lot of dudes that had a lot of talent and was getting suppressed. And they was on that, they was in that damn bot farm or that what they call it, academics call it the damn OVO sweatshop, right? They was in that with nowhere to go, right? All dressed up, nowhere to go. All on wanted careers, but they gave their careers to your man, right? Let me continue. Sadly, we still don't have a release date in sight for Iceman. Given Drake's live streams for it, though we suspect it might be a surprise drop or at least a very short turnaround from announcement to release. The only way to find out is patience. The Sixth God himself is very excited for how he'll wrap things up. Drake's next stream, he says, will be his best work. So we'll see when that lands. So what I'm thinking is, if he does a drop date, like the article says, he might say on a Monday that's going to drop on Friday, right? He might say on the Friday before, next Friday, he might say that. But I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. A lot of people are going to be very wary to really promote that Friday drop because just as easily as he says that, he can easily not do it, right? So then you're out here promoted. We saw this a couple times. We saw quite a few things get promoted, this and that and the third, and they not happen. Or when it drops, this person ain't on it as playing Playboy Cardi ain't on that like he's supposed to be. This one ain't on this one. That. So you're starting to see a pattern of things being promised and not delivered. So as a Drake stand page, I'm gonna roll with it, but I'm gonna be cautious because I don't want my foot in my mouth. A lot of them Drake pages, they got cooked when Drake did that Iceman stream part 3, and he's supposed to drop this red button track or something like that. Something supposed to happen, and he didn't do it. A lot of them dudes had to go in the hiding gang. They were on these guys' ass. They was mad. His own fans were very mad. They chewed. I saw a couple of these guys getting bombarded. Gang had to shut their comments off or something. It was crazy because they were calling these guys fakes. They like, you're the reason that this, that, and the third. They were blaming these guys for the downfall of Drake, and it wasn't their fault. So some of these pages, I'm just gonna be honest, they're gonna be very skeptical about going all in, about announcing any date. I'm just gonna be honest. I told you I was in them OVO. I was in that OVO group before they kicked me out. And these guys do not play about false information, even though they give false and misinformation every single day, right? They get lies, deceit, misinformation every single day. But when it's in the favor of the boy, then it's all good. But when you tell them that this dude gonna drop something and he don't drop it, they get really, it's a hornet's nest, gang. So these guys gonna be, especially academics. Academics will probably check that thing 3 or 4 times before you go on a limb. I'm just going to be honest. And if you got academics out here scary, everybody else gonna be scary. What's the dirt gonna be scary? So if let's say next Friday Drake come out and he hit everybody up and says, if you don't, especially if you don't put it on his own IG or something, you just tell everybody, look, it's coming next Friday, they're gonna be real scary. So you can't promote like that. You can't put your back into it if you're promoting, but you still got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So what you're gonna have to do is really lock a date in and put the pre-orders up. He's gonna have the pre-orders up for people to pre-order, then it'll be real. Okay, all right, now then you could go in. If you don't do that, if he just says, listen, trust me, they're gonna be like, well, Drake says, well, it's gonna be Friday. So that's gonna be scary. And if it drop, it's not gonna have the right momentum. But anyway, I don't care. At the end of the day, I won't be hearing. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm gonna let you fools go through and tell me, or snippets or what have you on Twitter, this, that, and the third, or Kirko, or whoever gonna put up this snippet, that snippet. I really don't see it unless people get super curious and he dissing everybody, which is what he's gonna have. Let me just say this: if Drake not dissing on this album, this joint gonna be it's gonna be bad. The numbers for this, if he not dissing, right? They always try to say, look at the Kendrick, you got to diss to get. I promise you, if your boy not dissing nobody on this, he just trying to get back to music, this thing gonna do 150, 175. I promise you. But if he dissing, then okay, you're looking at 250, 300. But other than that, it's not gonna do the 700 they think it's gonna do, right? They calling out numbers like 800,000 in the first week. That's what his fans are talking about. A couple of these pages. No, it ain't gonna do that no matter what you do. They can try to bot and do all this shit they want. But at some point, they're gonna be like, okay, you did. All right, gang, we let you bot 500. Like, you're doing too much. So it ain't gonna be nothing crazy like that. But end of the day, if people are scared and weary of his rollout day, they're not going to support it correctly. And then we're going to be looking at something where this guy got making all these excuses. Well, he dropped it and he wasn't ready. It's going to be a million excuses. But end of the day, we'll see what happens, man. Listen, Akademiks is back on his line. He got Akademiks back in his pocket. So this is where we are. We're right back here again with a whole lot of nonsense between these two, the fake friends, the frenemies, this, that, and the third, all right? Let me know what you think in the comments, man. If you want, I'm sure some people that watch this show are very excited about that. Put that in the comments. But for the most part, I know most of the people that watch this channel really could care less. Let me know, man. I'm out of here. CLBMG. Head on over to black-yeti.com. Let them know who sent you. Also, every Wednesday night we go live on the What Show. Me, TJ, and Fliz. All of my social media channels, all platforms that I'm running, you'll see us on there 9:15-ish, all right? If you don't see us by 9:15, 9:30, that means we not on that night, all right, gang? I need a way to start telling y'all when we on and when we not. Let me know. You give me some ideas of how to reach out to you guys and say, all right, the show's not popping tonight. Some nights we don't do the show. It is what it is, all right? Y'all don't complain when Joe Budden don't post. So it is what it is, all right? Listen, man, I'm out of here, man. I'm gonna catch y'all on that flip side. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine. Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.
Get my coat, get my sheepskin, grab my wallet, get my pocket knife, and get that hat right there. We out. Grab my pocket knife too. Let's go. When I first came to the city, niggas didn't believe me. I just wanted to join a team and throw assist pass easily. 6 man off the bench, alley-oop pass freely. Suit up for one game and hope a scout might see me. But nah, niggas is greedy, wasn't rocking with him. Unplugged the scoreboard, put a lock on the gym. Told me to power forward, point guard at the rim. And left me with no center and a ball full of phlegm. Not knowing that I'm a dog, a Rottweiler within. With the heart of a pit bull that don't bark for pretend. My bites cut deep, break the bone and the skin. With the level of hustlenomics you do not comprehend. So first I took a block down on the west side end, and then secured a spot with some goons and some kin, and then sent out some flyers, let the games begin. And in 6 months time the city like that's him. Oh yeah, he the one that moved the hustle to the burbs, and yeah, he the one that knocked the hustlers off the curb, and yeah, he the one that set up shop without a word, and he the one that got it cracking, and all he did was rapping by the Hooters. I kept killers from being shooters. Put a mic in a thug's hand, now he loyal like Pats fans. Take a man off the streets past the needles and crack cans. Promise mama to keep him safe, then put some food in his face, and he'll kill for you. But I don't need him for that. Click, like, click, share. Tell them bitches we back. Share the whole location. Tell them niggas where we at. Cause we out here and we ain't the cheese, we the trap.